Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood.
Loving each other.
I'll find Irina Brock Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 400, y'all.
Here we go. Again. Is it deja vu for some of y'all?
The real 400.
It's the real 400.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. What's going on?
As y'all can see, we doing it again. It may feel like deja vu. You know, you got to let people know. Because people on the sick and shut in, they might be thinking they having deja vu and they don't know what's going on, honey. Neeram done jumped the gun. He had one job last episode. Was just to start the show notes for us. And this nigga was just hoping and praying to get to 400.
Damn, I was trying to get there. Shit.
And the one time Nyambi ain't double check, what Neeram gonna do?
Episode 400, y'all.
I was like, I thought that was a little soon, but I knew it was on the background. So charge it to our hearts, not our mind, not our hearts, y'all. We getting tired.
I'm tired as fuck.
We hanging in there though. But this is the real 400 episode. We're so happy. 400.
Yes.
How did we get here, Lord?
Yes.
But God.
Mm-hmm. There was a couple of people that was like, that was a nice 399. Who was that, Red Band?
Yeah, I think I was talking with Red Band on IG. Or somewhere we was talking, and I was like, you know, it's cancer season, honey. Just let them cook. Shout out to all the cancers.
Whoa.
What y'all doing? Y'all crying? Or you happy? Is you happy? Is you sad? Or is you both? Both. Okay, both with an F.
Yes, both.
And honestly, why ain't you both? Because there's a lot of shit going on, ain't it? Like,
Yes.
it's a lot of stuff going on. I feel like the world, the earth, everything needs to be saged. I don't know if y'all know this. For the folks in the Midwest, Michigan actually had a few bad days, week, honestly, with consistent rain.
Yes.
And this past, weekend, we were flooded.
Yes.
Like freeway still flooded.
Yes.
Flooded couldn't pass. And I'm not talking about baby floods where you niggas touched your luck and focuses and you end up floating. I'm talking about niggas kayaking in shit water.
Yes.
Like, you niggas do so much. No one told y'all to get out there and kayaking. Ain't nobody told y'all to get out. Especially just to do it. It's different if you see somebody struggling and you like, I got a hot kayak, I can help them. Niggas just kayaking down 94. You are now on the rescue task force.
There's some motherfuckers who had jet skis.
Sir, madam, unless you're actively helping someone, just stay in your house.
America is looking very third country.
So, like, that's going down, and it's same old shit, right? Of course, guess the communities that have been impacted the most. The black and brown ones.
Yep.
So they have one city really going at it is in Dearborn out here. East Dearborn versus West Dearborn. Mm-hmm. West Dearborn ain't got no flood. East Dearborn, the flood above their head. West Dearborn had a nerve to say, oh, it's just because we sit higher than you. I was like, does the news put this on here? Like, literally, figuratively.
Yes.
It's just all over mess. I know we didn't mention this explicitly on the podcast, but our thoughts and prayers are to the folks in Miami who were involved in that devastating crumbling. Eventually they're gonna have to let us know what happened.
Yes.
Of
Or
this
they'll
building,
come up with some shit.
of this building, and like that is. I was talking to some civil engineering friends, and they're like, "No, something's going on in that building." He's like, the civil engineer I know was like, "Now, them bridges is what y'all need to be worried about." He said, "Bridges in America ain't safe." He said, "But usually high rises, especially high rises in like more high cost living areas, are pretty structurally sound, right? Because of the high amount of rent or mortgage you're paying, the amount of like engineer, like people who be on it, right? And the cities and state fine people or shut shit down. Like it was something else going on with that. So it's just like all these things going on. Then what are these extreme temperatures that we have going on the coast of all the United States? So it's unheard of for Oregon and Washington State to be over 100 degrees. This is overcast central.
Yes.
It's supposed to be max mid 70s, maybe 80. Right. 80 is the heat wave.
They always rain in there.
East Coast, same thing, 100 plus degrees. I forgot what state it was. Maybe it was New Mexico. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. No. It wasn't a state. It was a country. I think it was Dubai, the United one of the countries, y'all let me know.
UAE?
Yeah. One of them reached a temperature so high that it wasn't safe for humans to be outside.
What? The fuck was that?
And you all MAGAs, Trump supporters talking about heat wave. I mean, heat wave ain't real. I'm just making my own shit up. Global warming ain't real. What? Global warming ain't real? Are you kidding me? Like, it was.
How hot was it? I'm gonna go look.
Look it up. It's one of the countries, and it's just like, where are we going from here? But it's just been these back-to-back instances of natural disasters that I can't even put my finger on it. So y'all take care of yourself. Y'all drink waters. Do what you got to do. Stay in. It looks like this 4th of July weekend. I really don't celebrate, but I know some of us got some days off. So hopefully you can take some time to like relax and get yourselves together. I got some shows for y'all to watch if you're looking for one. Solo on Amazon. Listen, Solos with an S on Amazon is the show to watch. Do not watch it in your feelings, because if you watch it in your feelings, you're going to get it. So it's basically this anthology series, right? Where each episode, follows a different character and different storyline as they unpack what the idea of aloneness and loneliness is. So each episode explores a different aspect of what it means to be alone. Good, bad, and ugly. And when you're talking about in your feelings. Helen Mirren's in it. Uzo's in it from Orange is the New Black. What's his name? Mackie Falcon. What's his name there? Anthony Falcon. Help me.
I said Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie's up in it. Like, all like some bomb actors and actresses. Constance Wu, that Asian woman in it, she be acting her ass off. I love it. The other thing that I'm looking forward to is the Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Be Televised, as it's called. It's coming on this Friday. So as y'all listening in theaters and on Hulu, I really can't dive into this though, because it basically shows this festival that all these black folks put on. When I'm talking about black people, I'm talking about black heavy hitters. Like, we talking about Gladys Knight and the Pips. We talking about Mahalia Jackson. We talking about James Brown, heavy hitters who put on this festival way before any of the Woodstocks, anything of that nature, and basically created the framework for all of this. And this footage was just held somewhere in a production studio.
Oh, why?
Never, Nero. Why you think?
White people.
And I'm just so excited to, one, take in all the blackness, take in all the love, right? But I'm also excited for this right to be wrong. We often don't talk about the erasure of black people in America, and I think this is a prime example of the erasure of black people and our impact, because I would then argue that all festivals that came after this was the framework. And black people create this framework. I always thought festivals felt like a black thing, but the whites got a hope to it. Because it feels very much like a cookout with the radio going. But the whites done did things. They done added flowers to their hat, and they done added mud, and they done started setting bushes on fire. Well, that don't feel black, right? But this other aspect of it, just the getting together, the fellowship of different artists and people just singing from their heart, that always felt like a black thing.
Yeah.
But I got too deep in the Coachellas and the Woodstock when people were dancing around in mud, and I was just like, not sure if that's 100% a Negro thing.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and watch that and participate in that. Get that viewing, get the showing up. Also, Dick Gregory's documentary is coming on Showtime. Dick Gregory is a complex man, but I truly do enjoy him. He is, of course, known as being a comedian, but he's so much more, right? The comedian, social influence, writer, social activist, food activist, all around just amazing Negro. And his legacy is so deep and rich. And I'm looking forward to learning more about him. I actually haven't read Dick Gregory's autobiography. So I think I need to dig a little bit into that to truly unpack his upbringing and his whole words. I'm not sure if he wrote one or if it's authorized or unauthorized. I have to do some digging. But Dick Gregory, in addition to his activism, something that folks don't often talk about, I thought he really was a big food activist.
He was. He was a vegan.
And he does not get the respect.
He had a cookbook
for the activism that I think he just put with food and health And he told us Negroes to stop eating ham hocks. And he told us to cut out on that sugar and that butter and shit. And he told us to eat vegetables and all those things. So it's just, brother Gregory, I'm listening. I'm hearing you right now, and I'm just feeling the energy to lean into that. What's the name of the cookbook, Nero?
Dick Gregory's Natural Diet for Folks Who Eat Cooking with Mother Nature.
It's not. It's out of. Can you buy it or something?
No, but it's $64 at this.
Like a thrift store. That's actually not a bad price. Look, edit this out. I think I might buy that. Do they have a hard copy? You know, like I don't want soft. Is a hard copy?
Probably not.
Oh,
because it's from 1974.
I know, but I'm excited about that. That's something I cannot wait. Lastly, I need to put my systems out of whack. I am all over the place. I am just treading water, and I need a system in place, and I will put systems in place over this 4th of July, or July, I should say. Mm-hmm. That is what I will be doing while niggas is shooting off fireworks. I'm actually going to use it as a day. Look, I'm going to use it as a day on when they be trying to do it. So MLK. I'm going to start telling white people that 4th of July should really be a day on, not a day off. So, you know, them hot dogs and hamburgers. Go do some work. So I think I'm going to treat the actual holiday like a work day, but not have to physically log on. Doing like work for myself, if you know what I mean. Like personal housekeeping. Actually, that might be the new tradition. 4th of July or July, I do personal housekeeping when the white folks not paying attention. This is my time. I'm about to go through all my credit cards, request a lower APR. I'm about to ask an increase on them. I'm about to just go through my house and just do all the type of paper trail cleanup, all that stuff. That's what I think I'm going to be doing.
Gotcha.
Nero, what's going on?
My system's out of whack too. So much so that I had to bump on my vacation. Okay, I
don't know if that's tied to a system, but okay.
Look,
tell me more.
I was supposed to be on vacation 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
I had to bump it up because there's a lot going on. Y'all ready? Going. So yes, we got this shit just going on in Detroit, fucking rivers and fucking
listen, get your house in order.
Yes. If you ain't got flood insurance, because most of the times flood insurance don't come for the people in the Midwest.
I'm talking about to see the Lord.
That too.
In the Great Dotted People song, get your house in order.
But that also means get some insurance too.
Oh, do it right away.
Because you can't go see the Lord, bro.
House in order. Oh, y'all know that? Do the churchy people know that one?
I don't know.
Is that Dottie People's y'all?
I don't know.
Is it Shirley Caesar? You know there's so many homeless people in this world today.
Thank you, Nayambi.
But can't you see my Lord's
Thank you, baby.
to me? You niggas better take heed.
I'm pretty sure I got you niggas in there.
I'm about to buy that song. That's how I feel like it goes. I can't go to church and sing it like that.
So this past week I've been telling Naomi I don't want no kids. I don't know what her parents gonna do. I don't know what my parents gonna do.
What Mabel gonna do? The whole family's expecting.
Look, I ain't giving nobody no kids.
You don't got to give me. I'm open to how I get a child. I can do it, you know, me and you. There's plenty of children who need adopt. I'm open.
I want no kids. I'm not ready to, I don't. The question I'm asking myself as of lately is, do I really want to be a daddy?
Nigga, listen. Get your house in order.
So, we had the God kids over. So
it's different when it's not your kids. Tell the story, but I do think when it's not your kids who live in the house day to day, it's always gonna feel different. Also, surprise, people with kids, you're the only one who think your kids is special.
Them niggas is bad.
They're not bad, but they just kid. It's uneventful to me.
So God kids came over, doing my God daddy duties. You know, our friends went out of town for their anniversary, so we had to watch the God kids. So I went to go pick them up from their auntie's house, and before then, Naomi asked me all these questions, like
easy question, not narrow. Why would you ask me these things?
What are they going to do? Where do they sleep? What time they go to bed? What time they wake up? I don't know these motherfucking kids.
I said, what do they eat?
What do they eat?
What are they allergic to? Like, we know stuff, but when you overnight with soaps, I need to know if they can't have a certain soap or
what do they eat? What time do they eat? I don't know. Shit. So
get your house.
So that was the first thing of anxiety rising. Naomi,
why is that anxiety rise? That is not. That is a basic question.
I don't know what time these fucking kids eat.
Because I know kids like routine. Kids thrive in routine, and it was no need for us to break it. That's what I was saying.
No.
Okay.
So get them, and so we start the night. We winding down, things of that sort. Everybody get baths, yada yada yada. So me and Naomi, it's like we gonna game plan because one's 6 and one is 18 months, close to 18 months.
Yep.
So Naomi like, I'll take the baby, I'll wind him down, and then I will bring him into the other room where the 6-year-old is sleeping. You go watch this movie with the 6-year-old, get him wind down, and go to sleep. Come get me when he's asleep. So get him. He's like, God, Daddy, I want to sleep with the sleeping bag. I say, you can sleep with the sleeping bag on the floor. He's like, but I can't see the TV. I'm like, you're right. You can't see the TV sleeping on the floor. How to set up. All right. You lay inside the sleeping bag on the bed.
First strike. Why would you tell him? I'd be like, well, I'll put you in the sleeping bag. AKA, I don't care. That's what that was. I'll put you in there.
No. Because I remember as a kid, like, yeah, I remember like sleeping in my sleeping bag too.
Decisions have consequences.
I understand that.
That's what you
I remember having my sleeping bag on too. I used to love that thing.
And the thing is, everybody always wake up in the middle of the night, so he could have just got in the bed and walked and just got on the floor. But go ahead.
So we watched Toy Story.
Which one?
Toy Story 4. I didn't even know he
That
got
was
the 4.
Yeah. Oh, I have.
Shit.
I love cartoons.
I said, damn, 4?
Yeah.
I just remember 1. I still got it on VHS.
You on 1. I watched them all. I enjoy cartoons.
I am a geriatric millennial.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing. I'm like, there's 4? There's 4 of them shits?
I love when all the new cartoons.
We still talking about Buzz Lightyear? These toys ain't broken yet?
No. It's plastic.
These toys ain't in the
That was the plot of Toy Story 3. Throwing them out.
They ain't in the sea yet.
That was the plot of one of the movies. Come on.
So finally get some sleep.
Yeah.
All right. I text Naomi. Y'all, you woke? No response. So I started going over there. I'm going to the room. I'm like, all right. I go over there. It's dark as hell. I open the door. Naomi spread out. The 18-month spread out. Mabel ass spread out.
Mabel done snuck in the bed.
I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck I'm supposed to sleep at? And I'm like, I don't want to move the baby because if you wake up, that's going to wake up everybody.
That's the whole house up.
So I'm like, fuck it. I'll sleep in the room with the 6-year-old. Horrible fucking mistake. Horrible fucking mistake.
Yeah.
So he in the sleeping bag. This boy is the most fightingest ass nigga in his sleep that I've ever slept with in my life. Yeah. This nigga fighting in the sleep. He tossing and turning. He fell off the bed 4 fucking times.
What?
He fell off the bed 4 times. Oh my God. And I'm over here trying to get good sleep, and all you hear is,
You look scared?
I was, because it woke me up.
Yeah.
I fell off the bed. You all right?
Yeah.
4 times.
Why did he keep getting back in the bed?
I don't know.
Why didn't you say stay on the floor?
Because I'm half asleep too.
Both of y'all. Blind leading the blind.
So then he fighting in his sleep, and he started saying shit like, ooh, I'm hot. Ooh, I'm
Probably
dizzy.
in a sleeping bed under a blanket.
Ooh, I'm dizzy. I'm nauseous.
What?
So meanwhile, I wake up and I go to the bathroom to get the little garbage can.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you can throw up in here. You gonna throw up? Like, what's going on? This nigga sleep again. Oh my God. Next thing you know,
Night terror.
the fuck?
Night terror.
So all this is going on because
Everybody
he's talking about he nauseous and he dizzy and shit. He's screaming, he fighting, and I'm over here like, what the fuck? Because it's like, is he just gonna wake up and throw up?
Yeah.
So I'm on guard.
Yeah.
I ain't getting no sleep. Meanwhile, everybody waking the fuck up. And then the other thing, I looked over, and this nigga was in the most weirdest position, sleeping.
What?
I woke up one time, looked over his ass was in the air.
Why does that bother you?
Say, why is your ass in the air sleeping? What type of shit is this?
Why does that bother you?
What type of bullshit is
Was
this?
he comfortable?
It looked like it.
Did you push him down?
No.
Fell for the 5th time.
I just left his ass there.
Oh, you left him in the room alone?
Yes.
He literally, when I woke up, he was staring over the banister like he was singing a love song.
So I done woke up. I'm already woke, so I ain't getting no sleep. And everybody woke up all rested and shit.
We did.
Ooh, what a good night. Near how you sleep? Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
At that time, I was almost on the verge of tears because I was so damn tired. Yeah. I'd never been that tired in my life because my sleep was broken so many times that I was just about to be on the verge of tears. Yeah. Naomi just kept asking me, "Are you okay?" Yeah. And I'm like, "No."
Because me and an 18-month thriving. How are we thriving?
Y'all in the lap of luxury.
We done ate, bro. He's sitting eating his breakfast. I'm drinking my coffee.
Y'all niggas in the lap of luxury.
He eating a grape. I done cut in half.
Meanwhile, I'm feeling like I didn't get haze.
I mean, apple. Mm-hmm.
So that's going on. So we start our day. You know, the 6-year-old is a picky ass eater. You know, he don't like ketchup because he say it looks like blood.
And 18-month-old not literally the 18-month literally had like toast, sausage, eggs.
Meanwhile, he allergic to eggs, fish, and what else?
Something else. I don't know.
Eggs, seafood,
something else,
and some nuts.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
So I'm like, I don't know what you're gonna get him. Yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. All right. So now it's like halfway through the time. God, Daddy, I gotta go poop. Go poop.
You don't gotta announce, but thank you.
Go poop. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Halfway through him pooping, God, Daddy. Mm-hmm. No, he asked for God, Mom.
Mm-hmm. I said, oh,
God, Mom.
I said, oh, Nero. I gotta go get the baby. Thank God. The Lord whispered in my ear and said, "Tell Nero."
God, Mom. Mm-hmm. I'm like, she ain't here. What you want? Can I have a glass of water?
He's in the bathroom.
He's in the bathroom. Me? Fuck you need it. What you need a glass of water for? Cause I'm pooping. You ain't getting no glass of water, boy. That's nasty. Nero, go in there and check. And then he goes, Nero, go in there and check on that boy.
I said, what's going on? Go in there. Stop talking through the door.
No, I'm trying to get that little nigga privacy.
Yeah.
What do you need? I'm thirsty. You ain't getting no water.
Yeah.
You gonna get water after you get out of there. That's nasty.
Yeah.
You drinking water, you got poo particles floating all up in there. Now you got poo in your mouth.
Yeah.
You nasty nigga. You keep a nasty house.
Yeah.
Nero, get him some wet wipes. I'm like, he ain't talking about no wet wipes. Meanwhile, your mama, you maybe should get some wet wipes because you know little boys don't know how to wipe that well.
Everyone is social commentating.
So give me these goddamn wet wipes. I'll go in there and give him 5 wet wipes.
Why you limited it? Why you inching it out?
Because he got a little bitty ass. That shouldn't be that much shit in there anyway.
You'll be surprised.
And I said, you keep wiping with these wipes until there ain't no more boo-boo left.
Oh my God. That's a lot.
And then he came out and had 2 wipes left on the counter. I said, no. Take your ass back in there.
And go back and try one more for good measure.
I gave you 5 wet wipes.
Use all of them.
Use all of them.
Yeah.
Wipe until ain't no more boo-boo left.
Yeah.
It ain't none left. I said, there's always some essence of boo-boo there.
Always. My Lord.
And that just went on to the day. Like I said, I'm still tired. I'm irritated as fuck. I'm on the verge of tears because I'm just so fucking tired. And this little shit is fucking limit testing. He fighting.
My mom's talking maybe he want warm water down to crack his ass. I said, what? I said, this is not a bidet. That's why I was just like, go in near him.
Everybody got social commentary. I'm tired. Yeah. I'm sleepy. I'm irritable. This nigga got full of energy because he done slept well. Naomi done slept well.
The baby.
This nigga is hard-headed. He limit testing.
All the way.
And I was like, Naomi, I don't want no kids. I'm not fit for this shit.
Those are God kids, but those aren't our kids, right?
I
am a firm believer
this
that
shit.
Like your life changes when you get kids, but it's some ebbs and flows on both sides, if you know what I mean. Like, of course, your life is not going to be exactly the same when you have kids, but also kids can be portable. Kids are portable, and kids are more resilient than we ever think they are, right? So that's why I always say, what's their routine, or go stay with them, right? Because they're in their routine, they're in their home, that works for their family. But when we have our family, we'll create routines and rituals and practices that will be normal in our household. Our kid probably be funny when they take a shit too, because I love a bidet, so they gonna probably be like, "Where is the water too?" Like they gonna go to somebody's house and be like, "I pooped. Where's the bidet?" And somebody gonna be like, "Bitch, can you spell bidet?" Right? It's gonna be little stuff like that that happens everywhere, and I think it's just different when it's not your own child. Like when you don't get to curate the day. And I do think it's different.
I'm not fit for this shit.
And don't get me wrong. I ain't saying it ain't gonna be hard, But I think it's going to be a different type of hard, right? Like this was hard for us because we were truly learning our routine, right? Because when we're usually with them, we're more like a few hours. Like we come at very particular times of the day, right? Like we're not often there with them at night, or we're not often have to be the ones who's disciplining because their parents are there, right? Like it's different when you have to play those roles. But when it's your own child, you set expectations and resources, and you know they ass is a little bit more clear than that. So that's why I just think it's different. And kid gon' kid.
And then, it's
kid gon' limit test. No matter how limit test. No matter how, and they know they did exactly what I thought kids were gonna do. Fucking try me. Honestly, who did the best was the baby.
Yes.
I ain't never seen an 18-month-old sleep that long, eat human ass food. I shouldn't say human food, but that, like, I was cooking for him. Like, I basically just gave him some of my food, and he was like, "Thank you."
And then it was just the meta rules. So like,
that's hard too.
So we in Naomi's parents' house. So we watching them in their house. And I think so it's like they got to abide by our rules, and then there's just additional house rules too.
Yes.
So like the 6-year-old want to play with Mabel, but he afraid of Mabel.
Yeah.
But black people rules about being on couches and shit.
Playing. You can sit on the couch, but can't play on the couch.
You can't play on no
Mabel can't get on the couch.
You can't play on no black people's couch.
Yes.
They didn't pay good money for these couches.
But I'm sure they know that even at their home, but since they are way out of their surroundings, you limit test.
So it's shit like that. It's like, no. So it's like, you're not going to do it around me, but you're not going to do it in this house as well.
Yes.
Because it's not my house.
Yeah.
But I'm responsible for you. But I ain't trying to be responsible for this shit.
For a whole new couch?
Yes.
Because Naomi mama will send a bill.
Yes.
Gleefully. What an increase.
And talk about you. You done brought these badass kids over here.
And tow up my shit. Hope yours ain't that bad that can't come.
Ooh, and I knew I had to get him up out of there.
Yeah.
Because he threw a toy and it hit your mom in the face.
I thought this is how I know she done got, what's it called? She done got tamed with age. Because my Naomi mom 10, 15 years ago would have did the Incredible Hulk Spider-Man across the room.
She said, "Come here, you little ass. We don't do that. Now sit your ass over there and think about what you did."
Because the old Naomi mom would have started doing some acrobats in the house.
I got to be convinced. I'm not convinced anymore. At first I was. Maybe I was just romanticizing kids.
Oh, we were. Absolutely we were. But there's nothing wrong with that. I think the same romanticization happens after you have kids. Like, even women I talk who have babies, they be like, "Oh, it's so worth it." But I was like, "Bitch, but how painful was it?" They was like, I was like, "What? What is It was painful, but it was worth it." No. Come on back. Come on back to the pain.
Yeah, come on back to the pain.
Let's unpack the pain. And they was like, yeah, it was painful, but it was worth it. Stop. I can't send them back. Like, I know it will be worth it.
Right. You can't unring
But let's talk about this pain. Not one woman have been able to articulate to me, and I'm not even saying describe all the pain, just your pain. Mm-hmm. And all of them act like they don't know what I'm talking about. Pain? I think I faintly remember. I'm like, oh, you bitches is lying. Okay, it must be a pact that happens. Something happens once that baby come out, go through, however they get here in this world, that all the women I talk to act like they done forgot. I was like, I done got a couple degrees down to this university, and I know it's painful. I know some of y'all do, what's it called, euphoric pregnancies where you be having orgasm. That ain't everybody, though. That's less than 10%. So what the rest of 90% of you bitches going through? 10% of y'all having orgasms and having babies. The rest of us ain't. Ain't enough coconut oil and Primrose Swirl in the world. It hurts. Tell me more. What? Just a little Primrose Swirl. Bitch, what is this? That's like that baby I used to nanny who come poop, and the mama just put the coconut olive oil on his ass to prep it.
Yeah.
You need more than olive oil on your... Never mind. That ain't gonna help it.
So...
Too deep.
Shane, look, I'm calling to our
moms and melon, all the people with children.
Our childhood mother specialist, Shan.
Talk, Nearham's nervous.
What the fuck is
want
this
to
shit?
just go adopt a 15-year-old.
Yes.
Nearham want to adopt somebody that's in the college in 3 years.
Exactly.
Talking about we done did good with you. First of all, this person done lived a whole 15 years talking about we done did good with you.
I'm gonna adopt Deja.
We want. Don't do that. I thought you meant Tanaja. I thought you meant the grown ass Tanaja who be calling in.
Oh.
You gonna adopt? We want to adopt a 25-year-old That's mentoring. That ain't adopting children. That's mentoring.
Why not? It takes a
There's a
village.
difference between mentoring.
It takes a village.
Child, I'm trying to get adopted. I want to be a kid again.
So
My parents ain't taking me back.
this is that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then my birthday's coming up too. So as y'all hearing this, it'll be my birthday's Eve. So just trying to go through all that shit. The things that goes through when cancers go through their birthday.
Ooh, y'all exhausting.
It's a big
I
one.
sometimes I just want to process and look at you because it must feel really deep. Like it don't. My birthday never feels that deep. Pause. Don't mean deep, not important, but the way a Niram gets deep. Like I'm always full of like gratitude and happiness on my birthday. Like, all right, I done did it, Lord. I'm here. Let's see what's coming to play. Give me a slice of German chocolate cake and a good dinner. I'm golden or a fabulous vacation. As long as it falls somewhere on a spectrum of a cupcake to a fabulous vacation, I'm okay. And that's a wide spectrum. But Niram, I don't even know what it is to feel. I think that's why sometimes I overcompensate on your birthday because I don't know how to move in that space. Like I don't. Not that I don't have strong connection to my birthday because I do, but it's always just a positive thing. Like it's not I don't know. So I think that's why I really try to over-rotate to be like, you like this? What about this? I don't know.
And meanwhile, I just want to be left alone.
That makes me feel sad.
Why?
I don't know. Because I feel like you want to be sitting alone, but you don't want to be alone.
I just want to be.
I can't pick it up if you truly want to be alone or if you are saying you just need some alone time. Those are two different things. You know what I mean? So like, meaning would you like the morning of your birthday and quiet with reflection and prayer, and then that evening would you like to do something? I'm not sure what you're throwing out. Like compared to if I tell Niram like, oh Niram, I just honestly need some alone time. I want to sleep in. I want to do this. I think you could believe me. But Niram, I'd be like, you want to be alone? So does that mean you want to go to Turks and Caicos? I don't. Does that mean throw you a surprise party? Does that mean
Goodbye, Mom.
alone? Is that what you? I'm not sure. So that's what throws me off.
Yeah. So birthday's coming up. Shout out to all the cancers out there
Any reflections?
who struggling on their birthday. It's a big one. The next big one after
All
this
of
is
them.
40.
Listen, all of them big. All of them big to me.
The next one after this is 40. I'm becoming more of a geriatric millennial.
And then by then you had children.
Eventually, it's coming to the point where people gonna start talking about me like I be talking about baby boomers and Gen X.
They already have. We're just not listening.
I know.
What are you talking about? They already have. Generation Z tears us up on a weekly basis on Twitter. I just don't look at it. We block them.
So yeah, I don't really have much. Maybe I'll have something next episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do some pillow talk.
Yes, I do. Y'all seen they don't release Bill Cosby. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I can't take much more. And I'm just going to laugh to hold through the pain. Where do we even begin to unpack this? He got out on a technicality.
Yeah.
And he deserved to get out on that technicality. But him getting out on that technicality does not exonerate him from all the things that he did. And I think folks are really blurring those lines. And also, the way Bill and his camp is forming this is a win for black men. I think this is a win for rich men.
Yes.
Because there's a lot, for the folks who don't know, Bill Clinton, who is this man? Bill Cosby was released from jail, or all charges were dropped, all that type of stuff, because his lawyer did a due diligence and actually found out like some of the evidence that was used to convict him was inadmissible. So meaning can't be used. And so present to a judge is like, you're right, throw that shit out, you can't be tried again. So that's how he got on that shit. I would then argue that happens to a lot of black people in jail. And just because you don't have a team to fight it, put the appeals and bring the evidence, they're trapped in there. So correct me if I'm wrong. What happened, Niram, was there's a DA that's affiliated with the Trump cap, or a prosecutor, somebody who basically made a deal with him that was like, if you do X, Y, and Z, we won't say nothing, blah, blah, blah. We won't use this against you, blah, 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 blah. And guess what they did? White people gone white and they used to get them. And that's how he got out. Now, how many times have white DAs and prosecutors said the same shit to black men on the street and they turned around, put that shit in court, and they went to jail? Come on. Like, that's what I'm like. I don't know if it's, I see where you're going, Bill and team. Right? It's definitely a win for Bill's lawyers. Right?
Yes.
That's definitely the price of the brick went up.
Yes.
For them. But Bill, don't patronize. Like, what is it called? Patronize? Is that the word? Am I using the right word? Black people to be like, oh, this is a win for us. Actually, this is a win for the rich.
Yes.
Because you just was letting that clock run out on that money. until you found a way out. What you think? And I'm gonna talk about Felicia too. I'm talking about my soror. Soror, be quiet. That's all I gotta say. Felicia, you're about to be a dean at Howard, where as a dean, you have responsibilities for the protection of your students. And as egregious as we know on these campuses where sexual assault and rape occur, you're then going to cape for one of the grand architects of
A raping?
Are you kidding, Felicia? You say nothing.
Yes.
You say nothing then. And I am not for silencing black women, but shut the hell up in the words of Janet Hubert. Girl, soror. And then here come Howard. I thought Howard was about to fire her. I thought Howard was about to like, thank you for your service. We knew we should have never reopened this shit. You done fucked up. Well, basically Howard was like, she don't work for us yet. Keep our name out your mouth. Like that was basically the statement that I got. Like she don't work here yet. Don't work here. And I think she, did all the backpedaling and apologizing and content setting and
turned off her comments too.
She did all that. For Soror Felicia, I'm not impressed. And I got an eye on you, sis. Like this is an example of how the uphold patriarchy is not just men. Sister Rashad, you upheld patriarchy a little bit. We still love you. You are elder. You are a legend. But this is just us calling you in to say you got to have some conversations with folks to see what that's rooted in. Because that's rooted in something that's a little toxic.
Big facts.
Yeah. We still love you. This is not a cancel. I don't want the children to respect. We are not canceling Felicia Rashad. We are calling her in and asking her to come to class. Where's Debbie Allen? Debbie!
I don't really
talk to your sister.
This is a fucked up situation to be in. Like the memes say, we said free Britney, not Bill Cosby.
I still don't know what's going on with Britney Spears. What is happening and why everybody could deny it? Is this something we don't know?
You remember that movie we watched, like I Care a Lot, with the conservatorship?
Yes.
This is happening in real life.
It's still going on?
Yes. Her dad is conservator over her chick.
Where's her parents and sisters? And
her dad is conservator.
Her mother.
I don't know.
Like, have they supported this? Is her whole family supported this?
I think her mom is dead.
Her mom is not dead.
Oh,
I know for a fact her mom is not dead.
Oh.
Her mom is thriving.
Oh, is she?
And her sister is Jamie Lee Spears, who's also a well-to-do white woman. So I'm not sure what's happening. I'll read up on it more. I've seen people going to back talking about free Britney. I mean, I got to go deeper, but if Britney want to shit away her money as a 40-plus-year-old woman, she got the right to do that.
Yes.
Now, if she out here about to hurt herself or somebody, that's different. But the money stuff, like, who cares if she spend all her money till she go broke? I think that as a conservator, the father should only be responsible to make sure her kids have a trust that's set aside where it covers living expenses for X number of years and enough for them to go to college. Like, that should be put away, hidden. But then if Britney want to shit Birkins every day, like Cardi B, she can. That's her right.
Yeah.
I don't know. But go ahead. Oh, you reading it? No, I just don't know the story. I thought it was over.
No, it's not over.
Wow.
It's not over at all.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything else about this bill. And Philippe, where's Debbie Allen? It's a hot chocolate nutcracker. We're Randall and Beth. Come get your mama, Beth. Sorry, Felicia, I'm disappointed.
It's hard.
We'll talk at the next meeting.
Cause
he deserves the technicality. Okay,
it's some technicality.
It shows the bullshit of the law.
Yes, I think that's the thing. Like, am I up in arms and like want to get pitchforks? Not really, cause he out on some technicality shit. Yeah. Doesn't that change the way I feel about him and the respectability politics and him being a rapist?
I ain't forget that shit.
I ain't forget that shit. And I ain't gonna forget that shit.
No, he's all set. I mean, he don't got much long for this earth. So he should just live out that time with his family.
Mm-hmm. Like, would I be mad if he...
No, don't say it. Nope. Live out the rest of his years with his family quietly. That's what I recommend Bill Cosby do.
But he ain't though.
I don't know. That is my recommendation to him.
But he ain't.
He is probably gonna go on a speaking tour.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And he gonna write a book.
Well, if OJ did it, what OJ say? Well, if I did it, well, if I did it, part 2, Bill Cosby story. Jesus, because they can't trial him on it again.
No, double jeopardy.
Jesus, The system's so fucked.
The system is fucked up. This is fucked up. This.
I just really feel for the survivors. And like, this is the example. If you are a survivor and you come forward, this is what the fuck happens.
It's fucked up.
You do all the things you're supposed to do. You line up all the evidence. You're patient. You tell your story over and over again. You relive it. You know, you sacrifice like some of your mental health, right, for the betterment of getting this person behind bars, held in accountability, and also being a voice for other people. And then this happened. Just give them their money. And through the grapevine, Mr. Jello Pudding said he gonna sue.
Of course he gonna sue.
And he gonna win. Oh my gosh.
Of course he gonna sue.
The thing is, he probably gonna sue for a lot of money.
Yes.
Because all them Cosby Show and them Pudding Pops and all them university shit, they took all his degree. They said unlearn how to read, nigga. They said everything.
Not unlearn how to read.
They did. Well, and I don't think I was mad of it. I think for 50 women coming forward, that was an appropriate response. But he's coming back for it all. Tenfold. I bet he's going to be quoting all type of Bible stuff. The Lord said he'll make my enemies my steps. So he about to come back and do a whole sermon.
All types of bullshit.
I ain't getting ready for that. But Felicia, I'm more disturbed about Felicia than Bill. Bill played the game. Bill's playing in the world like an old white man.
He played, yeah.
So white men go, old white men go white men. Who was that who said white men come in all shades and colors?
I don't remember, but
this is one.
yes.
But Felicia really that hurt my heart a little. I'm still grieving that. And I know I'll get through it, but that hurt a little bit. All right, I can move on. BET Awards. It was cute. I like the tagline, how strong it was, the night for creating black culture, something like that. I like that. That's cool. Good energy, didn't you? Because we are the energy setters. I mean, as y'all know, we geriatric millennials. So 50-50 of the show. 50% of people I knew, 50% I did not. So who the fuck is this? For example, Kurt Franklin and the little babies. Why is so many people named babies? I mean, I kind of knew of what a little baby was, but I was more familiar with Kurt Franklin. Who's this young man? Was that Kurt's son? Did they reconcile?
No, that's a little baby.
I mean, I'm all for young men finding the Lord. So that was cute.
I don't know if he was finding the Lord versus doing that song for the soundtrack of Space Jam.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes.
I thought he done gave his life to the Lord.
No, I think that's the Gen Z version of I Believe I Can Fly.
Listen, you over here say, I thought you were going to say Voldemort name. Over here. Shout out to the folks who know what I'm referencing. But that was cute. What else you thought was cute? I thought I should have wrote this down. I'm not. I'm just going off the top of my head.
Congrats, Cardi B.
Oh, she having her baby.
Yeah.
I think it was amazing. I think Cardi better than me. When Nayan making an announcement, I will not be pop locking and dropping. I thought Cardi brings it. One thing I will say is Cardi, she might not be the best rapper, but when she give it, she bring them nails, she bring a sparkle, and she bring more energy. Because you know what I'm tired of?
What?
And shout out to the Migos and some of these other rappers. You know how they get on stage and they be two-stepping and looking at the ground?
Yes.
I cannot stand that. And that's literally what the Migos do the whole time. At least Cardi brings some flair.
She gonna bring something.
She brings something for me to look at. I mean, I like the reveal of the baby. Also, can we talk about her beautiful maternity shoot that she came? Shout out to Cecilia Cruz and her Afro Latinx heritage. But what could have been missing was the caption. She was like, we talked, we communicated, we went to the Lord, we had benediction, then we had communion, and then we got the ancestors' blessing, and now we got a baby. I was like, since you ain't had to explain, we know what type of nigga you got. It made it worse.
Girl, you got a COVID baby just like everybody else.
It's okay. And if it work with y'all, it work with y'all. And if it don't, look at Nick Cannon. You good. One thing about them is the culture. I stand for culture. Culture is such a cute little girl. Shout out to them. Who else performed? Shout out to Jasmine Sullivan and Ari Lennox. I cannot wait to concerts to come back.
Yes.
With
us moving to New York, I'm looking forward to.
It's a couple concerts already happening in New York outdoors that I'm like, dang, should I slide in there? And also in the Bay. It's a few things. It is some hood music that's coming to like one of those centers where it's nothing but white people. I don't want to say the word because I'm getting too close to where I live. Where I was just like, down the street from me?
Yes.
Ain't nothing happened in Michigan. Ain't nothing come to Shane Park.
Not Shane Park anymore. It's Aretha Franklin.
Oh, sorry. Aretha Franklin Park. So I was happy to see that. Silk Sonic.
What her album at?
I liked it. I did not like that they won Duo of the Year with a half a song. Chloe and Halle, they should have won that. Chloe and Halle has absolutely been snubbed. They had a good album. They're not necessarily my cup of tea, but Game recognized Game, and they're extremely talented.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes their energy is not my energy. Like, they feel like very, like, emo, trap, Generation Z's that kind of get on my nerves. But, like, they're talented. Like, no denying the talent, and they deserve to win an award. And what's that boy Bruno? And also I do love Anderson .Paak. They got a half a song.
Where is the album?
With a little bit, like, at first I thought the 70 throwback was cool, but when Bruno do it too much, it feel cool. Like, I feel like I don't like how Bruno put on, like, black people aesthetics, like costumes. And I know, like, I consider him a brown man, all of that. But he just, who is Bruno? I feel like every album he comes out is like a different character. But who is Bruno? I don't know who Bruno Mars is. Like, before, like, when he first came out talking about he want to marry him, he turned into, like, a pop guy. Like, he might be some guy in high school who around the block, right?
Every time we do this, I had to go look at his real name. His nigga real name is Peter.
And then, like, he had the era with the 24 karat where it's very 80s, 90s. Now they going back to the 70s. Do you know, like, who, though, is Bruno?
Fuck that. Who is Peter Hernandez?
Peter Hernandez. What's his nationality again? I know he brown, but what's his
I don't know. Let's see.
I know he American. Come on, Wikipedia, do better. Make it quicker. Oh, so they ain't gonna tell us what Hawaiian. He's Hawaiian. Yeah. I ain't really heard no shout outs to Hawaii.
I ain't seen no
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian
That Polynesian.
Yep.
I ain't really heard, and I think that's the point to me where I'm like, because even with Anderson .Paak doing his costume, still Anderson .Paak peeks through.
Yes, it's still a nigga.
If that makes sense.
It's still a nigga that playing on them drums.
Like, that peeks through to me. But Bruno plays this character so well that I don't know who this character is. And not, again, I'm old. I don't like niggas who I can't put a finger. What's going on here?
Look, when you just look at his pictures, look how so many.
Look, these are like costumes.
Yes.
Who is this nigga? Look, oh yeah, he had that era where he was like Frankie Valentine. So it was like the 50s and shit, doo-wop. Then he went to like 80s, 90s. And now he's doing 70s? What's next? The Roaring 20s? Like, what's happening?
I don't know what's next.
And I just cannot pinpoint.
We do this every time this nigga come out with something.
What? And I like Bruno, and I think I want to go see him in Vegas. Because one thing about him and them black boys, they put on a fucking show and they sing their face off.
But we do this every time this nigga come out with some shit.
But I got fucking questions for him. See, that's why interviews don't even say that. I would say that. Like, it's like you playing a character. See, now I'm messy. Now I'm a gossip blogger. It's like, nigga, it's like you playing a character. Like, yeah. Who are you?
Who are you, Bruno?
And you can't say it's all of these. Like, who are you at the core? Do you even like slow songs?
Right.
Do you like fast shit? Do you identify with the lazy song?
Look, Peter Hernandez.
And I'm saying, I ain't never heard him sing no song, even with no Latinx infusion.
Well, I don't know if Hawaii got a Latinx.
But I'm just saying.
But nothing, right?
It's very different eras in black music. He's very much National Museum of Black Music. As you're going through the room.
He is.
Shout out to the people who done been to Nashville. It's like, you know, you go through, the only thing he ain't did is wade in the water.
Yes.
He's going to be with Kirk Metz.
Yes, he is.
All right, what else went on there? Any other? Tyler, the Creator, did that. Wow.
I fucking love Tyler.
Wow.
His album's fire, too.
Another one, like he's like Chloe and Halle. I have no idea what Tyler be talking about.
With the wind and everything. And
honestly,
how he performed with the wind. That shit was
when
fire.
I think about Tyler, all I think about is the Elmo on Fire. And I'm not sure where I got that association from. I can't tell you any of his songs, but one thing I can tell you about that young man puts on a show.
I want to go see Tyler in concert.
That young man puts on a show. Just like Chloe and Hal, the music might not be my favorite, but one thing, them young women put on a show. And they came to sing and they came to perform. Tyler came to rap and came to put on an entire show. I can do nothing but give him the props. And that man deserves some awards.
Yes.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, she gonna be on her knees.
I hope she don't hurt her knees one day. Like, you think she take, what's that medicine Mabel take?
Glycosamine.
Because one time, because you know she a thicker girl.
Yes.
When she hit it,
She be down there.
I wonder what she do if she ever What is the point? See, the thing, she young. She ain't never hit the point of no return where you're like, fuck, I'm not getting back up.
How old is Meg the horse?
Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know. She's young, though. Well, she's in her 20s. Mid to late 20s. She's not 30. So she ain't hit that point of like,
She's 26, yeah.
yeah, she's still in that young age. If something happens, once you cross that threshold of 30, 32, 33,
Yeah.
your glucosamine go down.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's give her 4 more years. See if
So she's still
down.
young, and she's still pop locking and dropping it. Hell, I was pop locking and dropping then. Don't ask me to do that now. I got 3 pop locks in me. So she was doing it. What else was it? They did Queen Latifah. I thought Queen Latifah been honored.
No, never honored.
That's
her.
disrespectful. Taraji was the host.
That was boring for her.
It's not boring, but like, okay, twofold. It was just okay. But on the flip side, I'm happy that they have a woman of a particular age that is being highlighted as the host. I think that speaks volumes. But then I had to think of who's in charge over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is Deborah Lee still there?
I don't know.
I don't know who in charge of BET anymore. Is it Carlos King?
But my boy Moneybag Yo performed as well.
I must have missed that one.
I looked at my
Was it
watch. I
good?
got time today. Yep.
Not helpful.
No.
Also with the skits, why can't we have a thing where all these Instagram stars or comedians, why don't we just let them do the skits? Like, don't that seem like a good way to highlight them? Or like, instead of like Taraji doing, and the thing is she's an actress, but it's different from doing that and like impromptu or more of the, like, why can't we just have where, maybe we can't afford some of them, but I think it's some up and coming ones we can get.
Yeah.
But I argue Viacom can afford a bag to get some of these people up in here
Yes, they
to do
can.
like a 90-second skit.
Yes.
Jesus,
They
what's
can.
these people rates that they can't afford a 90-second
Right.
skit?
You can't afford just hilarious for 90 seconds.
Any of them, right? Like all those things. And of course, I know you got to fire a team out and all stuff, but
Hey,
still,
look.
it's worth it.
Yes.
Pay these people their worth.
Yes.
Let people thrive and be great. BET. Anything else, Nero?
Look at the
It was live. I'm glad it's there. And
Yeah, I think this is the first live.
what's the
award
boy
show.
that y'all be scared of? Why y'all keep saying everything about him is devil
You
worship?
talking about Montero?
Yeah. And people was like, because y'all know I got conservative. They was like, oh, you see that boy like the devil? I said, oh, I thought that was Remember the Times. And it was like, oh. I was like, where did y'all see it? Where did y'all see Satan at?
Right.
What is up with y'all? And every time you see it, like, I think people can't get beyond the video.
Look,
I was like, where did you see?
y'all better leave Montero alone.
Leave Lil Nas X alone. I'm feeling myself getting protective over him. To be like, this young man can't make one move without the weight
Look.
of the world and the weight of black LGBTQ on his shoulders. Like,
Why
get a life,
are y'all so focused on Old Time Road? He done been told y'all he was
done
talking
with that
about all
shit.
types of shit
Yeah.
in there. Okay, it had a catchy ass hook and your kids were singing it. Now that he talking about some other shit, you don't be afraid, nah, niggas.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, I don't care.
I'm feeling very protective over him. To say, let him be great.
Leave that nigga alone.
He ain't bothering nobody. He is literally the definition of not bothering anyone.
But when you come for him though,
That's what I'm saying. He has not.
No.
I have not actively seen Lil Nas X go out and attack anyone or make anyone feel uncomfortable. But yet, at least on a weekly basis, niggas is tearing him down.
yes,
That's what I'm saying. And he's literally just thriving.
yes,
Leave him alone.
leave Montero.
Another one. Do I listen to Lil Nas X on repeat? No. Do I listen to Tyler Creator? Like, leave him alone still. But he's an entertainer. He's bringing it.
That nigga is entertaining. I can tell you that.
He bringing it. I wish y'all put this much energy into the Gollywog. What's his name?
Which one?
The Gollywog.
Spot him, got him, or
No.
Kodak back?
Kodak fucking black. I think they had this nigga on the, I almost said the television, on the Instagram, literally flushing money down the toilet. Go after him, not Lil Nas X. He literally flushed the money. It was like $100 bills down the toilet. What? Where's his caretaker? Who's caring for him?
I don't know.
Do he need a conservatorship? Who? Is Britney Spears' dad free? We need to head over there with them.
Say he need a conservatorship.
He just throwing money in the toilet. And you telling Britney she can't even buy a bag she won't. And Britney been singing for 20 years.
Right.
What you mean she can't get a Chanel bag?
All she want to do is have a kid
And spend some money.
and spend some money.
But spot him, got him, gollywog, throw the hundreds down the toilet. I know what I'm talking about.
That's how I know you getting old because you ain't even keeping up with the artist no more.
What's his name? I'm not keeping. That's not worth it.
Kodak Black.
Let's do the last thing. Anything else about the B2 tour? Y'all see, they got a magnetic weight loss device that prevents mouth from opening more than 2 centimeters. It sparks an outcry. Duh. A new weight loss device that uses magnets to stop motherfuckers' jaws from opening wide enough to eat solid food has been developed to help fight the global obesity pandemic. The tool, I'm not done. No. The tool developed by researchers in the United Kingdom and the University of Otago. Otago, I'm sorry, in New Zealand uses magnetic devices with unique custom manufactured looking bolts that can be fitted to the upper and lower back teeth. The researchers there have developed the world's first weight loss device to help fight the global epidemic in an ultra oral device that restricts a person to only a liquid diet. You niggas hate fat people.
A scheme that Todd set up.
This ain't nothing new. They used to wire people's mouth shut. Also, you can still drink a milkshake.
There's a will.
When there's a will, there's a way. When there is a
fat ass will, there is a way.
Also, you can still have a milkshake.
Milkshake. I was thinking margaritas. Look, this is me. Potato soup. Cream of broccoli.
Lobster bisque or a straw.
Just cream chowder. Just all types of cream based, all types of chowders. That's 1,000 calories. That ain't funny. We now we the what's it called? The people they trying to get. Talk about no problem. Pass the cream of broccoli. Jesus.
Y'all hate fat people so. Y'all hate fat people so
much.
Fucking much.
There's nothing. Don't get me wrong. Obesity is a problem, right? Especially if we're looking at the Black community, especially Black women. Yes, there is a high rate of obesity, but I do not know if wiring your jaw shut is the way to address it. Also, I'm not fully convinced that obesity is the disease. I'm still in the camp that obesity is a symptom of other things. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I'm not that type of doctor, but I think obesity is tied to depression, mental health, like it's
science.
It's other stuff. I stand that obesity is a symptom, it's not the disease. Yes. And we're not doing enough effort to really get to the core of what it is. Like, why are people eating either too much or too little, right? Like, however it is, or why are folks gaining like this weight at this? Like, I think it is more of a deeper reason, but people aren't invested in that.
No. Meanwhile,
because I don't want you to get me wrong, like including myself, I need to get some weight up off me. Like, all these things are true, but the way to get to it is not this.
But fat shaming is one of the last acceptable things in the United States, or just in the world in general.
The way you do is not this.
So it's definitely some bullshit, but I think there's so many factors that goes into that.
Yeah,
and, it has already been studied in science that 75% of like what has to do with weight has nothing to do with eating or exercise.
Yes, other stuff.
It's other shit that goes along.
The way you lose the weight, now you're gonna lose people. The way you lose the weight, of course, is tied to that. But I think the way in which people gain it is a lot more complex than we like Popeyes. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more. It's almost why the Popeyes even been marketed towards us, right? It's deeper. It's much deeper than this. Like,
it's why they got chicken flavoring in there. It's why you go, why you go to some stores and your chicken got 10% solution in there, but you don't know what the solution is, but we still buy it. Yes. And all the other shit that goes along with the food science. It's how they create McDonald's fries in order to make it, how they breed the fried to make them so fucking addicting. It's all the other shit that goes along with food science that these companies go out and do, but they don't put it on the labels.
Yes. So again, having two magnets come together is not the way to solve the obesity epidemic. Is there an epidemic? Yes, I would agree. There's something going on, but try harder. Back to the drawing board. Lastly, y'all ain't gonna like this. We taking a month off. We got to get ourselves together. We got to get the systems in place. What we might do is throw up some of our favorite episodes, right? Like replays to keep you hot, to keep you going. But we got to take a month off.
Yes.
To rest And also to regroup, right? Like, so we won't bullshit. Like, we make silly mistakes, like number the wrong episode. And although I know that's little and y'all forgave us and gave us grace and all that, but you know, we kind of particular about our shit. We like to keep our stuff tight, right? And like super, I don't know. Like, if y'all gonna take the time to listen, we want to present you all a quality product. And before the quality starts to dip, we just want to take some time to recoup, or rethink, and get ourselves together. So we'll be back that first Monday in August. Who knows where we're gonna be at, honey? Might be in New York, might be, I don't know.
Might be in Miami.
Hey, oh my God. So again, send us all the good thoughts. Continue to send emails, engage with us. But no, we're gonna take about a month or so off, just to recoup, get ourselves together. But we will be back. Okay. Yeah. Niram, you got any thoughts on that? Niram's surprised because he was waiting for me to go ahead and make the move.
Yeah, you know, I've been telling Naomi we need more scheduled breaks.
Yeah, and I've been against it. Even though I need the system, I know I'm out of whack. This grounds me in a way. So this has been hard. I know it's going to be good for me, but it's also going to be hard for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to it because it is time to. I just need a break.
Yeah.
And a lot of things. That's why I'm glad I'm taking a little vacation from work. But shit, I almost need like 2 weeks.
You do.
Shit.
Yep.
So yeah. Looking forward to it. Holla at y'all in a month.
Yes, first Monday in August.
And when we come back,
be ready.
I want to see nothing but emails, 5-star rating.
We gonna come
reviews.
back. Ain't nobody done emailed us up. Juliana.
I want to see fucking voicemails.
Juliana gonna be like, "Good luck, y'all." She the only one that care about us.
If I don't see none of that shit, I might not come back again.
That nigga be back. We gonna miss y'all, but just giving you the heads up. All right, we're gonna do some shout outs.
And you got some shout out for us stuff.
What is it called?
See,
we're not even saying
it's
the
so
whole
long.
word.
Like I'm not even saying real words.
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts.
Okay, as always, if you're gonna like do it on the Apple Podcast, send us an email or voicemail because Niram just decided to stop. So from Apple Podcasts, we got Big Ups by JT73, and it says, "Y'all are the truth. Keep doing what you're doing." And y'all forgot to mention Smiley, another Detroit female rapper. You're right. Yep, I did forget about them. Shout out to them. It's just a rapper. I don't know what she looked like, but yeah, I'm familiar with the name.
Is she Lola Damone?
Don't do that. Lola Lamone is what Nikki say. All you bitches is my sons. Come on. We got voicemails.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay.
I thought it was Lola Damone.
Shout out. I'm keeping Lola Damone memory alive.
Niram and Naomi, I just love how y'all be on the topic of kids.
We got
and then
names.
my name comes up.
Absolutely.
All right, so the Gangsta Grills for kids.
Okay.
Yes, that is where parents haven't been making sure their kids were taking care of their teeth.
Yes.
And in order for the dentist to save these kids' teeth so they can grow into adult teeth, they put they put silver caps over their teeth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, I was never a child where my mom set rules for candy, right?
Yeah.
So I just ate candy whenever I wanted to eat candy.
Yeah.
And as a child, my mouth suffered because of it.
Yeah.
I refuse to be that parent. So for my 2 kids, they have a candy day, which is on Friday.
Oh, I like that idea.
But as a parent, if you don't put that into effect, yes, your child will have Gangsta Grills. I have seen 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, and 6-year-olds with the whole top row
Look
and the
like
whole bottom row.
Look like
is just
Spot'em got 'em.
silver, okay?
No, Blue Shiesty.
Let me see your grill
Shiesty don't have
all
grills.
Which one
over.
is it? Spot'em
That's
got
cool.
Bottom got 'em.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes, Niram. That's what it is.
Told you. Looking like Spot'em got 'em. Can you pull his picture up again? You could play the thing, but I just would like to see the picture.
You like to see the picture Spot 'em got 'em.
Because he looked like them 4-year-olds with gangster grills. Because he had a baby face too. He looked
Hey
young.
y'all,
Because he
this
only like
Nadia.
19.
Hey.
I just want to tell y'all to check y'all email because I emailed y'all through.
Something else.
Let me see here. Let me go on Instagram. Black Love Matters.
Hold the phone.
Okay, so yeah, I clicked that link and I think I sent an email through there.
Okay.
We didn't get it.
You don't have to read it out loud if you don't want to, but I do want you to read it.
To Nigel. We didn't
That's
get
all
the
I'm telling
email.
you. So.
Okay.
All right, bye y'all.
I didn't get
and
the
happy
email.
Monday.
I'll double check. Make sure.
Oh, also, I don't know why in the hell my name show. I don't know how to change my name on that damn
What are them
Apple
letters?
Podcast review. I do not. I thought it. Child, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Check the email.
Okay.
Again, you don't have to read it out loud, but I would like for you to read it.
Okay.
We didn't get it.
And yeah, I'll be listening for you guys Friday if you guys come back Friday. All right, have a good day.
I just thought we get consistent. Look at Spot him, got him.
So Nigel, I looked at the email, I looked at spam, I looked at the deleted. I couldn't find the email from you, girl.
Like no K.
Black with no K. BLACLOVE matters at gmail.com. Black with no K.
Perfect. We got something else, or what is it?
Yeah, she came back. She called back again.
Okay.
Why are you still looking at this picture of Spot?
It's Tanaja again.
I'm
Also,
fascinated.
happy 400th episode. So that's a long ass time.
I know, right?
But yeah. Okay. Now I'm dead. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
What?
Send that email again.
Yeah, we'll be checking it a little over break.
Yeah. All right. To submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that SoundCloud. We got that voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to you later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.
See y'all in August.